I'll tell you when I'm ready. I'm ready now. Let's do this. Kick. Oh, I forgot to turn off the light. Not ready. Ready now. There was no song there. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Atomic Mass Transmissions Live. Today, did we give them time? Are we live? I don't have a monitor that shows the words there. Today we're going to be painting up Maul from the Shadow Collective starter box. Super excited about this little collection of miniatures. Super exciting. So we'll be painting up this Maul. I got another one here with the dark saber and single blade saber. So I put together one with the double bladed saber, and we're going to see what we can do with that. I also decorated up the base a little bit. Did a little hobby on the base, stuff like that. Yep, and we got some command cards. Command cards are in the Shadow Collective starter set, stuff like that. I got a little bit of information, not a whole lot. We're going to mainly paint. So let's kick it to the minicam. I'm turning on my light. Boop. And how should we paint it? Talk to me. What are we going to do? Should we do regular, old, plain Maul, black, brown? See, we got this Maul already painted up with a dark saber. Are the command cards in every pack different? The command cards that are in the pack are not any different than what's in the starter. There's nothing, there's no special secret tech in the individual packs. Jedi Maul, so light side Maul. Cream robes, purple saber. I'm in for this purple saber. I think we still want to keep his face the red and black though, right? We want him to still feel like Maul. And to get like a good punchy red, I like to start with an orange or yellow. Yellow Savage Opress style. Savage. I'm sure we could do. I think maybe we could make it more ochre as we go. Savage is very ochre. This little bit of orange will give him some punch though. Yeah, the 3 command cards are in the individual unit expansions. They're the same as the generic mercenary cards that come in the starter set. They're just generic merc cards. And I believe that information was updated from that post that went out. BK, you can confirm. I think Dursum said that he worked to get an updated content list. That content list went out was incorrect, but there are command cards. Well, bounty hunters in the card expansion. I believe there's errated bounty hunter cards. Orco Mage. What do we decide with here? Purple lightsaber? Did we decide on purple lightsabers? I feel like we did, didn't we? Or blue? Or something? Let's just start laying some color in. Oh, grab a little red, a little blue. Yeah, let's do this color. Some red. Maul is getting a new set of cards. That is correct. This is an all new, all different Maul. That's pretty dark. I don't like that. If you get the Shadow Collective, do you still need the upgrade card pack? There are cards in the upgrade card pack that will be beneficial to the Shadow Collective, but not necessary, I guess. Because like there's was there Boba Fett and Bosk in the upgrade? Shadow Collective box focuses on the Shadow Collective, like contents. We're doing something different here with this. Let's go a little more. What are we thinking? More brown cream color robes here. Lots of mercenary roles coming. Oh, got a hair on there. Maybe this is Maul before. I don't know. What's our story here on this Maul? We gotta tell a story. I think we'll still give him black gloves because those will just always look nice. It's Maul on his day off. It's Maul going to the mall. Miniature's a lot of fun to paint. Really enjoyed painting the last one, so this one should be cool. We're just letting that brown be kind of thin. Kind of let that translucency work to our favor, going over our Zenith Prime. So the shadows and the highlights kind of maintain. And we can work through and refine and define. Just like that. Just get that paint where we want it. Can we get a preview of Maul? I'm sure we got an article written and it'll be out sometime. Summer's confirming. Patience, young Padawan. We got a little bit of time. If we just give everything now, like, that's like getting all your Christmas in October.
Noggin.
Don't make fun of my noggin.
Lower it. It's in the way.
I didn't shave last night. So it's a little fuzzier than normal. Previews? I don't think I have any previews. I got some Pike tokens. Got them. Christmas in October is fine with you? Well, I'm a patient person. There's always a path and stuff to show, and can't let it all happen at once. Are the bounty hunters actual cards that are changing? What are the bounty hunters actual cards? Are they same cards but used by more fight? No, I think they've been updated. Make his legs in silver or Saber hilt gold? Oh, maybe. Kind of like that. Let's start working that red into the face. As each section dries, we'll move to the next. Raised area is red. Once again, we're just letting a little bit of that. Oh, we want to make this guy a little more orco, didn't we? It's all right. Let's have a little glint of red in there. Let's get some ochre. There we go. A little more ochre like Sauvage. Really like Sauvage Press. Clone Wars was a fun show. Got to see Sauvage and Spider Legs Maul and see a little bit of orange still works for us there. Yeah, leading up to release, all that stuff, we're going to be showing it all off and talking about it. So don't fret. Everything in good time. All in good measure. Let's make this more like a wash. We just want to shade that yellow. We'll go back through and refine everything with the black lines. As seen on Dathomirian males. I can't read that one above Witty Man. Maul's looking dope. Oh, thanks. What's the one above Witty Man there? Summer, can you scroll back? Hotness that's coming out in a few months will be shown to us. Oh, I get it. Yeah. we'll be showing everything and talking about it, making sure everybody gets the information. And I, for one, am, yeah, I got the gist of it. Yeah, thank you. Nano Antonio, thanks for the Razor Crest. This thing's amazing. Yeah, the Razor Crest is super awesome looking. Mine got repainted. I've repainted mine to go to my to fit in with my scum for X-Wing. I picked up a few more ships to go in that. Most importantly, the Punishing One. Because you got a rep for Dengar. Canadian beer, the Maul sculpt is great. I agree. It's very cool. Have I painted an Armada ship? Yeah. Have I painted an Armada ship? Schick painted Armada ships. I have not painted an Armada ship yet. Schick did some. I was thinking about the Trident there for a moment. I was just like, I painted the Trident, and I was like, realized I'm like, no, that's just a bloody big ship. Any new unit cards today? I'm probably not showing any cards today. Not here. What good is a unit card without a dope mini? I had to paint Pike just based on their looks. I was like, I gotta have these little alien mans. So I'm just going through and making this little jerkin brown. Lots of stuff planned out for the next couple months. Be sure to be checking out all the social media coming up from Atomic Mass Games on, Twitter, Instagram. I know BK and Summer have been working hard to get a lot of cool information. We're still a little ways out from the release, so we got plenty of time to talk about it. There's plenty of time to talk about it. How do you approach blue OSL on a red body? Best way is to get some reference. There's a lot of amazing reference out there on OSL. It doesn't have to be a lightsaber. It doesn't have to be Darth Maul. You can just find, blue light on red apple and see how the light affects. Because it usually changes the color. And that's how I approach a lot of my OSL. I kind of look at what does, find some good reference and work from there. Gar Saxon painted up on stream. Spoiler alert. Can I say that?
You've already said it.
I already said it.
Better to ask for forgiveness than permission.
Yeah, spoiler alert. Maybe you'll see Gar Saxon painted up on streams. I can't do everything every day. There's only one of me. Let's silver these little bits up. I meant more spoiler about the stream. Like, we're planning on painting them on stream. All things in time. Lightsaber hilt silver. I'm doing silver. I think silver is going to look nice. Yeah, everybody's been working hard getting the information collected and organized and formatted. Like, stuff is coming. Don't think otherwise. We got plenty of stuff in the hopper. Lots of cool Legion content being worked on. Saw some pretty rad sculpts recently. Worked on some concepts recently. There's always something in the works. Kind of want these little pauldrons to be silver. Why not? It's mine. Yeah, clone me. I'm in. Sign me up twice. I've watched enough movies to know what happens when you clone somebody. Everything goes perfect.
You're probably the only person I ever met that I feel like would actually use their clones to get stuff done and not just do silly stuff.
Oh, that's 100% accurate. Yeah.
I feel like you would actually do more than you already do, which is good.
I would totally do more than I already do. If I had clones, 100%, Summer, that's absolutely correct. I would totally do more. I wouldn't be like, oh, look, now I can like go on vacation and play video games. No, it'd be like, no, we're just doubling down and doing more work, and then play even harder, right? Like,
Right? You gotta play harder and you're working harder. That's how you gotta keep that balance.
yeah.
I feel like you would put good use to your clothes.
What?
You're probably the only person I've ever met that I genuinely feel that way about.
I appreciate it because I hope that I would not abuse my clone.
I'd abuse my clothes.
I like that you admit to it.
I need a nanny real bad.
Look, if my fourth clone is painted with a mop and ketchup, and then I'm giving mop and ketchup clone direction, we're just moving into fine art and seeing what we can do in that world. I'm going to spread my wings, and we're doing stuff here, mop and ketchup clone. Yeah, these little faces, especially Maul. He's got all these little lines and crinkles, all these little face tattoos. So I really like refining and defining on this. You can't just kind of rush in and do it. You kind of got to think about it. I feel like I'm painting some parts that are black, so I might be kind of boffing it, but that's okay. That's why I brought a reference miniature in, and I'm totally not using it. Yeah, the value on the Shadow Collective box set is super good. And I think I would definitely, look at having for myself multiple of some of those units. Especially like Super Commandos. Like, what a themey, fun list to build there. Let's keep this black tight. It's just a black wash. Nothing fancy. You can even touch a little bit of brown in there. Give it some warmth if you want to. I painted up some pike, if you remember at the last mini extravaganza, and those miniatures are so fun to paint. They got adorable little fish faces. Just being delicate, making sure my wash goes in the right spots. I'll look up for questions here in a moment, so if you got questions, lay them on me. Do I glaze in the black or another way around? I'm just going to wash it in. Just like, real thin, loose paint to let it flow. Nice, thin, loose paint. That's too brown. Then we're just going to use our brush to really control where it lands when we go to paint the black in. That's why I like getting all the red or, in this case, the ochre done on the face. It's the raised areas. When we were sculpting, we always have like a lot of discussions. There's a lot of R&D. How do we do this? How do we do this? How do we do this? And, what should be raised and what shouldn't be raised. Because that's the only two details you got. You got raised and recessed. That's it. That's all you got. Spike fire spew wasn't clear from the photos, but if we buy a Shadow Collective starter and one of each unit expansions, there's not going to be a lot of duplication there. Other than upgrade, what do you mean duplication? The individual units are the same of what's in the Shadow Collective starter. They're just the individual boxes. What was I talking about before that? Oh yeah, I'm just doing like we're talking about, oh yeah, raised and recessed. So we had a lot of discussion. We tested out raised black areas, recessed black areas. What works better? We painted up a couple different versions of it, kind of testing out what feels best and what works best. And we ended up on black recess areas, painted best, and was the easiest to paint. Because it's just tricky, right? It's you got a little tiny 5 millimeter tall head, and the design of Maul, he has all these little tattoos, so can't really deviate from that as a miniature designer. We're not designing it, so making sure it works and maintaining that character design, super important. Like I said, we landed on the black being the recessed areas. Kind of looks like Alice Cooper in the face a little bit. Love it. You can see I'm really looking at what I did before as like an exemplar to guide my hand here. Oh, Darksaber looks so good. Yeah, thanks. Brendan painted the studio Darksaber, and so I kind of just copied what he did. We met about it and kind of, it's kind of the way we work. We meet about stuff and discuss how to approach stuff. Everything is a discussion, and lots of people involved and different steps. Rude. And this is one that I met with Brendan and we kind of discussed okay, well, how do we want to approach the Darksaber, from a miniature painting perspective? So, and we worked out something, and then he came back, and I was just like, "Yep, wow, that's exactly it." You kind of nailed it. So, of course, when it came time to paint one myself, I was just like, "Well, if it's not broke, don't fix it." Because when you do something miniature, it's always just a different process. You just got to think about things different. No, this is Maul and Maul. We're just painting it a little different, having fun. I do love Savage Oprahs. That dude is grumpy. We're just taking our time using just the tip of the brush, letting the paint do what it wants to do. The paint wants to be your friend. It wants to participate in the action. So we just let it. Don't think I can do the back of the head on stream. It's kind of in a funky angle without taking the miniature off the gimbal. That's just going to mean you're not going to be able to see it. So we're just using a super thin black paint. There are a few things in the Shadow Collector Star that aren't in the unit expansions. Yeah, but not the other way around. It's a good point, but not the other way around. The unit expansions, it's literally just the individual units. It's just the individual units. Like many miniature games, you gotta have those individual units and available. I got that painted wrong, so I'm gonna try to paint over that. That squiggles that way and goes at an angle. So I kind of botched that, which is fine. Sometimes you botch it. Sometimes you play bocce. Pop quiz: what AMG staffer carries around a bocce set in the back of their car? Can you guess who? What was that? Rookcast is in the Shadow Collective box. Rookcast is in the Shadow Collective box, but not in the individual unit box. We had one guess for who has which AMG staffer carries around bocce set in the car. It's a solid guess, but it's a wrong guess. So I'm just doing some highlights because we're not going to be able to do that black area on the back. It's just kind of funky for stream. Oh, I kind of like this. Alan, just in case ink clear on whether all relevant, the Shadow Collective box has all the relevant cards. Everything you need. The individual units are just the collected individual unit boxes. Let's do a little. So you're gonna have all your everything you should be everything you need to play relevant for your Shadow Collective. We're just gonna lighten that up a little bit. Waiting for stuff to dry. Let's do a little highlighting. Need more card sleeves. Yeah, I feel like I always need more card sleeves myself. Let's do a little highlight on this. Yeah, and in the next coming months, you're going to be seeing a lot of information about that Shadow Collective. Just some little highlights on this brown jacket. Just some little texture lines here and there too. I want to give our characters life. Life and personality. Stuff we talk about even in development, right? Capturing character and capturing that narrative feel of the stuff. And then we talk about a lot in the miniature design process as well. Then for me, even when you go to paint it, it's the same. It's like, let's capture that life and that motion and that energy, personality, that character that you either love or love to hate. I need to take a drink, sorry.
I'm only here for painting, Dallas.
No, I got a drink. Oh, some BK's in there spoiling stuff. What's the disagreement? What disagreement did we have? Did I disagree with somebody? What did I disagree with? Anybody know? I just saw comments about disagreements. I don't think I disagreed with anything. I apologize if I did. Well, it depends on what we're disagreeing about. Let's throw some little... I don't know what I disagreed with. This Maul drives fast because he's got white knuckles. Once again, some texture. Texture, just the tip of the brush. Nothing major. Can use the same to highlight as black on the skin. Just add a little more black. That wonderful jawline. I don't like to get too crazy on the black on Maul, like just a little hint here and there. Oh, everybody's asking about the AA5. I don't have information on that. Ha! BK's leaving you in suspense as well. See, that's always the right answer. Let the devs explain it. They're going to do a better job than me. Let's do a little crackle. It's real subtle. Let that set a moment. Let's get some of this silver. We got silver. Just bring some of that mid-tone back in on our metals. We're going to need a little bit brighter silver probably. Maybe another wash. This is good for now, just reestablishing stuff. Refine and define. Refine and define. Which miniature out of the Shadow Collective was my favorite to paint? I absolutely love painting the pikes. I have not painted the Super Commandos yet. Maul is a lot of fun to paint. But I absolutely, so far, loved painting those Pike Syndicates. Just super fun miniatures, and they just have a lot of personality. Can we see the return of tactical rocks in the near future? The return of tactical rocks. I mean, where did tactical rocks even go? Yoda's got it. Special edition Luke. Special edition Vader. Some Wookiees. Tony from behind the camera and in a game stream? I doubt it. Tony and Marco like to live their life in mystery. Okay, just keep that crackle subtle. We're probably going to put another layer of blue on top of that. What do you think, chat? What else do we need to do to this super dope looking Maul? A little blue and black together here. A little touch of brown. Paint the horns. Yeah, I know. I gotta paint the horns. I got 5 minutes. I can't paint the horns in 5 minutes. All right. See what we can do here. Well, not that. You weren't on the mini cam or the palette cam, were you? Oh, good, because I just boffed it. I was leaving the horns until I painted all the black on his head that I can't paint because it's the gimbal. But we can do the horns. Why not? What the heck? With the power of chat, I can do anything. Up and over the back. And I like pushing this right to the black because we're going to put a pretty heavy shadow on the rim or the bottom section of that horn. Tip of the brush, let the brush work for us. 'Cause the paintbrush is your best friend. just doing about how exciting to see all the Star Wars competition at Adepticon. Adepticon was super great. I was keeping up with a lot of stuff. I know some of the other staff was also keeping up with the goings-ons of Adepticon. Adepticon looked amazing as usual. Well, I said Adepticon is just a fun show to go to. So many games of everything being played. I forgot those little side nuggets. All the events were very well received. We're super excited to be playing and stuff. Nice big turnout for all of our events. I got a lot of, or we got a lot of super positive feedback. His horns. Oh, I would absolutely love to do Savaggio Press. Just freaking think that guy's killer. Let's kick up our glow. Throw a little on this jacket. Doesn't need to be super intense, just a little hit. Little black line here. Shadow Collective box information was all updated yesterday. It comes with tons of command cards. One Mr. BK can share the contents of that Shadow Collective box if he would like again. I think that's almost painted.
I think that was,
Not bad for an hour.
no, especially with the case marking. They really get those in right.
Yeah. Yeah, new Maul cards, old Maul cards, generic merge cards, all kinds of fun stuff. And then the unit boxes are just the collected unit boxes. Just the units just packaged by themselves. Lonely Mandalorian Super Commandos. Instead of Happy Family Fun Time Super Commandos in a Shadow Collector box. So this is a little touch of green, a little touch of gray, just to kind of shade those horns. The green is going to go, just that little touch of green adds against that orange skin that we did. I think the next step is go ahead and finish up and define those the black a little bit better, easier. Just because it's a little tricky. And then maybe do a little bit more blue on the back. And then I got to just punch up the metals a little bit. But other than that, dun, 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 dun. I know, you got to paint yours. What we got here? Bosk and Cad Bane. Lots of information about those coming. Lots of information coming up about all sorts of stuff. Hey, check out this transition. I'm going to turn off this light. Something like that. The button was way over there. Oh, the base? Yeah. Actually, I custom my base. I decorated it up a little bit. So if you're waiting for all the latest news, information, and announcements from Atomic Mass Games, and especially stuff coming for the Shadow Collective, I mean, we just started talking about it. So now's the time, now's the rollout. We're going to start rolling things out. It's a fun way to do it. You can check us out on Instagram. You can check us out on Twitter. That's where all the good stuff happens, except for on Tuesdays and Wednesdays at 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Here on Twitch, where all the great things happen. That's not fair. All the great things happen on all those channels and facilities, where we paint up some stuff and hang out and talk and chill out with everybody in the community and just hang out and do fun stuff, answer questions, do the fun stuff. So you can check us out on Instagram. You can check us out on Twitter, all that fun stuff. Tomorrow, I'll be back with some more painting. And then next week, we'll be back with Mr. Will Schick and I. And then eventually we'll get back to Thursdays. Did I miss anything? I'm just waiting for Summer to give me the... No? I got it? Great. All right. So until next week, or actually for me, until tomorrow. I'm used to being on Wednesdays.
Yeah, I think it's throwing a lot of people off. They were asking where Schick was.
Yeah, it's throwing me off. I'm like, hang on, I'm going to be Mr. Schick. I don't know how to impersonate Schick, actually.
Where's your resting Schick face?
Just... So until tomorrow, we'll catch you later and go be the hero you want to be. Play the music in the outro. I'm going to turn around like this, take off this Maul, put him down there, and then put this over here and pack up my paints, get ready to go back to my office.